All right, we've already done a little bit of work dividing up our classes and whatnot and our races. I'm very excited to eat people.
Yeah.
Lick everybody.
It disappears from your inventory. Like, you full on down the entire leg that you find. I guess to that point, I should lead that I have played through a little bit of this game so far. I have escaped from Fort Joy in a very violent way, so I'm excited to try it out in other more role-playing aspects. You guys have collectively and alone escaped from the boat, so let's lead with Jon Jagger. What are you making for us?
So I am going to be playing a undead human rogue.
Sweet. And are you doing the, what is it, like a rogue preset?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the rogue preset.
Awesome. Nice. Will you have hair on your skeleton? Or are you strictly that there are no follicles left?
He's got hair.
Oh, okay.
He's got hair and a mustache and beard, though you suspect that it's probably fake.
Glued on to the bone. Jeff, what are you making for us?
Yes, sir. We're doing a human cleric.
Human cleric. Were you feeling? Are you going like the full cleric sort of preset with the combination necromancer and hydrosophist?
Yeah, it really sounds awesome to me to have that as part of it. So I'm gonna go, some of the necro abilities that, give health to your friendly team members if they're standing in pools of blood, stuff like that.
Ah, cool. So
Sick.
a master of life and death.
That's right.
Sweet. And then you'll also have that awesome encourage ability for us, which will give us bonus stats and whatnot, kind of divvying everything out. For Jon, you get played dead. Since you already look dead, I guess you just lay down and drop aggro.
Well, I mean, because how are they gonna know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a skeleton. If I just lay there, they can't do anything. They don't know.
Check his breathing.
Not breathing.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Pulse. He has none, sir.
You were also damaged by all heal spells, so an important note over to our cleric. If you were to cast a heal spell on Jon's Boneman, he would take damage from it instead.
All right, I'm sure we may make that mistake.
It will happen, but Jon also heals from poison, and I'll have a way to sort of summon poison, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Kristen, Ashton, what are you
Yes?
playing for us?
I am playing a lizard knight.
A lizard knight. Sweet. Awesome, and you'll have Dragon Blaze, which sets things on fire.
Yes, it does, after summoning a really sweet-looking dragon.
In my time in the game, I've learned that fire does spread, and we may want to invest our hydromancer water person into having a bit of rain to make sure everything's not on fire as we get deeper into combat. Excellent. And I will be our elven summoner. Wizard summoner of a sorts. Cool, it's appearance time. This is all your choice. Though I think we can hear each other's voices, so us males, let's divide up the voices so that we're not all sounding the same.
I have picked adventurer, but I'm not
Sweet.
attached
Greet the
to
Reaper
it.
for me.
I have picked warrior, but again, not attached.
Fantastic, I want to do trickster, so we're all good. I get all of 3 hairstyles as an elf, which is just tragic.
Yeah,
Like,
a
what?
bit limited.
Right? And, like, you have sticks. Like, you took your normal hair, and you couldn't have normal hairstyles. Plus, you add sticks to it, so if anything, there should be more variety. All kind of has that Dragon Age, BioWare, Lego attached to your head look to it.
I mean, I think my big choice is what color are my bones. That's
Yeah.
really the ultimate decision here.
But you can
I
also
think I'm gonna go antiquated.
you could also choose to have, like, a giant face plate. Yeah, like, your face is embossed like children's copper shoes.
Yeah, who does that?
On the hole in it?
No, I'm going with a traditional skeleton. I mean, with hair though, and a fake beard and mustache.
What about you, Kristen?
For my appearance, I am going with a nice black and red for the scales. A face that looks like it should be a warrior. Hair color is almondine. And the voice of a warrior.
The voice of a warrior. Excellent. Human, are you sporting the beard? Like, how Qui-Gon Jinn are you going here?
I'm going pretty Mace Windu-y. So I got the ebony skin. I'm rocking the Kylo Ren scar, and then the
That's right.
blacksmith hair color for the. I'm bald. I'm a bald guy I got the facial feature 8, which is this beard that's wrapped up into like ropes.
Oh, nice. Oh, sick.
Ooh.
Oh, too bald. Oh man. I guess we got 2 boulders then. Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Sweet. I'm locking in my trickster elf. So presets. So the game actually works in a way that all the classes are entirely made up, and they're made of combinations of different sort of subclasses that you put points into. In order to be a wizard, a true wizard, I'm more powerful going almost like 1 point into every spell, so I have a lot of variety. As we play through the game, we'll purchase, be rewarded with, and unlock different spells, and then it'll be our job to put a point into that class in order to take advantage of it. So, go ahead and on the presets here, click the abilities. And if you're perfectly fine with how your abilities are laid out, awesome. I'm going to be going Summoner, and then to sort of aid my summons, I'm going to do Leadership down in Defense.
I made a slight alteration to mine. I had a point in sneaking. I have switched it to be a point in thievery.
Awesome. So those are the civil abilities. We don't really need to divide up any of the combat abilities other than to say that someone should have leadership, and I'm happy to be that leadership guy since I'll be summoning things that get bonuses anyway. So hanging out by me gives you bonus dodge and resistances. But yeah, let's talk about the civil abilities. Based on our races, we get certain bonuses. And we can use those to inform our characters and make sure we're the best at things. So, for example, Jeff is human, and because we have to purchase so many things because we are gear dependent, having that bartering skill passive with humans is very useful to us. So it may be worth us to make Jeff the treasurer, the barter man, the guy who goes to town for us, in a sense, while someone else maybe leads the persuasion talks.
I love having good persuasion, so I definitely will eventually be putting...
Cool, and you also, as a skeleton, get infinite lockpicks because you have no stuff on your fingers, so you can put them in the little holes, I guess.
Yep.
And so by going thievery like you did there, that's going to be very useful, and now we can all sort of maybe divide up the lockpicks in case we ever get separated, but we always have this sort of infinite targeting there. So, do you want to be the treasurer, Jeff? And
Yeah.
Sweet. So if you want to put that bonus point into bartering again, you could do that for us.
Yeah, I have 2 points in bartering right now.
Awesome. And Kristen, you, I believe, as a lizard...
2 points in persuasion.
Sweet. So you'll be doing our intimidating, any talking in the early game here before we all get levels and that sort of stuff.
Being raised noble in the far-off land of lizarddom.
The very
I
same.
don't talk to people.
Perfect. I look forward to beating this wizard. Lizard. Fighter knight.
Lizard.
Attributes are up top there, so go ahead and confirm your previous screen. These are good suggestions. For the most part, Constitution is just going to be health. I haven't found any items based on Constitution or needing it, and you'll probably want enough Constitution to get rid of any sort of deficits you give yourself in your own spell casting. So some spells cost Constitution to cast them, and then you get a reward. If you don't cast spells with Constitution or have anything that takes it away, you only need as many points as you need to survive, basically. Strength is strength-based weapons. You can guess them for yourself. They are swords and hammers and axes and the like. Finesse is bows, daggers, and also spears, and I think tridents, and any sort of two-hander thing of that nature. Memory is your slots for getting spells. No matter how much memory you put in during this phase, you will only start with 3 spells, so just skip it here. And wit is really good for the critical chance and detecting traps and, finding more treasure and whatnot. But putting more points into initiative only affects the order which we have as we start combat and doesn't sort of move you up in the order. So once initiative is rolled, my understanding anyway, is that we're then locked in that order. So unless you really, really want to go first at the start of combat, there's no point to really upgrade that yet. Any questions on that?
No, I think I'm going to be just keeping my default right now, and that's 2 points in finesse, 1 in constitution.
Sweet.
Yeah, mine is strength, intelligence, and constitution plus 1 in all. So I'm just going to kind of round it out like that.
Awesome. Let's go down to skills then. And here, it did pre-select them, but you have a choice of however many sort of classes you're divided up against and across. What you'll ideally want to aim for, maybe not right now, but during our very first level up procedure, is making sure that you have at least 1 spell that costs 1. You are going to be on an action point system. There's usually about 4. So if you look at your first spell, you'll see I have Conjure Incarnate. I get 2 little green things, which means it costs 2 of those 4 actions. So you can imagine if I am standing in a pool of acid, because a wizard threw it at me, I need to spend 1 action point to walk out of the acid. Now I have 3 action points. I cast my spell here, and now I'm stuck with 1 bonus action. If I don't take any other 1-action spells, I'm throwing away an action every turn, kind of like mana in Hearthstone. So if you can find one that you like that costs 1, go ahead and take it up. I'm going to be skipping the 1 cost because I have really good spells that I want from the beginning, but it's a good thing to have, and I'll be moving increased motions, and I also have a elf ability that lets me get an action point for free every 3 rounds or something like that.
I have decided to drop the recommended throwing knife ability and replace it with a chloroform.
Sweet.
Seems exciting.
So chloroform and as other spells as well. And let me see. I don't have any here, but your spells will have things like armor, physical armor, or magical armor reduces or takes away. Actually, let me go ahead and get one of those up on screen here. I'll just go over to, pyrokinetic here and grab searing daggers. So this would be if I shot daggers at somebody resisted by magical armor. The way the armor system works in this game, and for example, your chloroform, you have to get through their magical armor first in order to apply the effect. It's basically, and I really like the system, it's a smart way of the game stopping us from becoming too powerful and just walking in every fight with AoEs and blowing up the entire field like crazy men. When we engage, we need to get through and get their physical armor down first so that that spell actually penetrates and causes the effect.
Yeah, and one thing that I do like about it is it says destroys 6 to 7 magic armor, then tries to set sleeping. So it seems like another good way to maybe get some of that magic armor off if they have it.
Definitely. It'll break through some of it, and if you get to that health part of it, you'll put them to sleep. So just an important thing for any sort of status effects, we're not going to be CCing World of Warcraft style. You don't just run in and start laying these things out. We got to batter through a little bit, and then eventually we'll get in there. Cool. Any questions?
Nope.
I'm going to go ahead and set my name while I'm here. All right. Talents. Now, these are a bit thick. There is very few things that are absolutely essential. They can be flavor choices. Kristen has excitedly already claimed the Pet Pals perk, which allows her to talk to animals, and as a lizard, and also our persuasionist at the moment, I think it's a fantastic choice.
Yeah.
Would you like to be our mount? We will feed you the best carrots. Maybe even some oats if you're a good horse. It neighs excitedly. We each get a mount.
That's how, I don't know if there are mountains in this game. One thing that anyone in Melee may want to consider is Opportunist. This allows you to perform attacks of opportunity. These are like Dungeons & Dragons, except they're based on movement. So doing if you're familiar with Dungeons & Dragons, a spell cast or a range attack in someone's face won't cause an attack of opportunity, but if they move from you, it will. So if you're looking to be a little sticky, maybe a little tanky, an Opportunist feat allows you to give the AI or an enemy the equation, the choice of moving away from you, but taking damage because of it. Other than that, I'm going to be going far out, man, to increase the range of my skills because I'll be wizarding from the back.
I have stuck with the default recommendation because I like it of the pawn, which permits me 1 AP worth of free movement per turn, which basically means I can step behind somebody, so I'm getting those sweet backstab criticals without using any action points.
Perfect. I love it. Good choice. What about you, Jeff? What'd you grab up?
This was challenging for me. I went with Hothead, which is the default choice, but I'm open to any ideas that you guys have as far as what would help. Hothead, when you're at maximum vitality, Hothead grants you an extra 10% critical chance and 10% more accuracy. But does that apply to everything? Like everything can have a critical chance at this, or is it just the melee attacks?
There is a spell, one. I forget what it's called. We can all kind of look for it here, but one of them allows spells to critical strike, and that's a separate feat. So the one you have is interesting because as the sort of healer, you'll always be in range of yourself. I don't know what sort of spells you'll get along the way that are healing you too, and it may be very easy for you to stay at high Hothead. I mean, were you planning to have like a melee or a sword or?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So if you're in there and you're keeping your health high, that could be a really cool bonus bit of damage for you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Sweet. Any questions on these? I'm gonna turn on my hat. To tags. All right, there are 7 tags, and we each get 2. These are our character choices because it's voice acted on our response side, but not for our characters. And by being a text adventure, these tags will come up regularly, and we can make lots of different choices. In fact, avoid entire fights, make new friends, make new enemies based on which choice of response we make. So the combination of 2 sort of says who you are to the world. But we will have 1 repeat because there's only 7. You also unlock more tags over the course of it. Like I unlocked the heroic tag by defending people, and there are many others to do. Or we may get rid of tags. I'm not sure how deep this goes. Let's lead with Kristen then, since I think the lizard noble knight is quite figured out. What tags did you take?
I'm going noble and soldier.
Cool. Noble and soldier gone. Did anyone want to get in on those?
Nope.
Jeff?
I had gone soldier, so if we're getting
Cool.
repeats, then I can do that again.
We can maybe do another repeat there. What was your other one then, Jeff?
I was gonna go jester.
Jester, sweet. Any competition from the rogue?
Yeah, I was gonna go outlaw jester.
Oh no, outlaw jester. Okay, cool.
That sounds better to me. Outlaw jester sounds better to me than.
So we had outlaw, jester, noble, and left is barbarian, mystic, and scholar. I was thinking as a elven wizard with, sticks in my hair that I probably was not a scholar. I was thinking more mystic and barbarian for myself.
Okay, well, I could go scholar soldier.
Sweet, that's a good cleric combo.
Nice.
And I'll be the wild man with spells. And, I'll cut you too because I eat people. The last thing I haven't experienced, and I'm not really sure what it does, it's an instrument that sort of leads in battle. I'm going to choose the flute because I'm an elf, and elves are into flutes. But we don't have to divide these up. This is just personal choice and a cool little bit of flavor.
Cello it is.
Ood.
I'm taking the tambura just to be different.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, then we are all created and ready to go.